Do you want to play Monster Hunter Wilds but you have a potato PC?
Perfection.
What the hell is even...
Well, you'll probably be fine. Keyword there is probably. I'm going to say this right off the bat. This isn't some tutorial to run Wilds on Ultra on a, I don't know, Pentium 4? Okay, not being a Capcom shill here, frame generation as a requirement is still pretty messed up. But as a regular guest to potato parties, I want to say it's not bad. I mean, it might not be as bad as you think. For example, this is a clip from the current beta build, running low settings on 2K resolution with frame generation. Ryzen 5 3600, 1660 Super, 16 gigs of RAM and an SSD. That, my dear potato pals, is average. Below average even. Note that this is a 6-year-old PC, nearly 7 actually, and it's running roughly 30 to 40 frames. Ugh, I remember the day when this was considered above average. Anyway, is it ideal? Is the graphics great? Well, absolutely not even close. However, if you think about it, I believe lots of us played World and Iceborne on a regular PlayStation 4, and we had like, what, just about 20 to 30 frames, and yet we racked hundreds if not thousands of hours. So surely it cannot get any worse. Now, as an esteemed member of the Spud Society, it is my sworn duty to show my fellow members why I think it might not be too bad. Here's a benchmark clip of the same system running 2K on low settings with no frame generation. Mind you, the benchmark tool is probably the closest thing we have to the final build or the final release. It's scripted, yes, but it gives us an idea of what to expect. As you can see, it's still not great, but playable. 30 to 40 frames might not be acceptable to the elites of the elites, but for us master-taters, it's quite alright. Next up, same specs, but 1080p on medium settings and no frame generation. Again, 30 to 40 FPS. Graphics-wise, I suppose it looks relatively better compared to 2K. Still, not great, but playable. And lastly, same system but on 2K, low settings and with frame gen on. Immediately the FPS difference is noticeable, but of course it comes with the weird ghosting from the frame gen. 50 to 60 frames on average, but dips to around 40 on heavier loads, and the score still playable. Now of course we can still customize the settings even further to improve the performance, but the bottom line is, lower end potato specs should still be able to run the game on a somewhat PlayStation 4 level. Again, we enjoyed Monster Hunter World and Iceborne on the PlayStation 4 with a measly 20 to 30 frames. Hell, even in Freedom on PSP, low frame rate, but it didn't stop us from having tons of fun. It might be my age speaking, but graphics and frame rate isn't everything, at least in Monster Hunter games. I'm not saying it's not important, just relax, trust the Monster Hunter fan within you. So to my fellow potato gamers, calm down, we should be fine. God, I hope I don't regret saying that. So what do you think, my dear potato friends? Day 1, yay, nay, what are your thoughts? Let me know. Anyway, like, subscribe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay awesome, possum.